Good evening, everybody. I am Letitia Montoya, and I'm actually CD3 Vice Chair up north, all over the place. And I found out when I went to the National Convention is that Teresa Ledger's district is the largest district in the United States. That's all. And it's a very big area to travel, which I have traveled many times. But if you go back, when I was a young Dem, I was secretary for the State Democratic Party for 2 terms. I've been a national delegate for 2 times. I live in Santa Fe. I grew up in Santa Fe, and I'll probably die in Santa Fe and be buried at the National Cemetery with my husband, Michael Segura, who is a disabled veteran. And anybody that's a veteran, I thank you for your service. Well, you ask yourself, why does she want to take on the role of chair? I do have the background because for the last 30-some plus years, I've been Chief Operation Officer for 2 companies that we have owned. And on top of that, when it comes to compliance and audits, I'm very stern on that stuff, especially when you own a company that deals with the financial world. And we did we had about $30 billion under assets when we had our company before we sold it. So that was my first life. So my second life is that when COVID came around, I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew I was going to go crazy because I'd been retired and living the life of dreams that come true when you retire, which are not really the truth because my husband got sick. I didn't realize that he got exposed to a chemical in the military, and I've almost lost him twice. So that's the one reason why we did start a second company, because we went broke. We didn't have the means because we didn't know that he had the opportunity to file for a disability. So everything that we earned and saved was gone. We almost became homeless. But we fought for what we believe in. We fought about the Democrats. We fought because they do care about us. So I told him, let's start a new company. Let's do government contracts because I think that's where the money's going to be made. So during COVID, I did everything that we needed in order to get up and running. And so I got him his certification as he is a true disabled veteran because I got him his service disabled veteran owned small business. And I had to do that from Washington, D.C., from over here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And you know what? I learned a lot because working with people at a different level makes a young or an older woman know that there's people smarter than you somewhere else, which is okay because I learned. And that's what I would bring to the table too, because by owning this company, like I was talking to one of the individuals that's running for secretary, and he asked me, he goes, do you know how to revise an amendment? And I was like, do I know how to revise an amendment? Let me tell you that I learned it because I had to in order to get my husband his service disabled disability tag. And so I understand that. So when it comes down to the corporate world, I know it. I know about how to handle money. I know how to handle budgets. And I know how to handle employees. And you know what? I was taught this. I didn't wake up one day and understand, I'm going to be here. I never would imagine that I'd be in front of all of you beautiful people. And you know what? I have a speech. I had a beautiful speech to tell you today. And that's going to go out the window because you know what? Let's talk about what's going on right now. Did everybody hear the news today about what Trump did? How is that going to affect us? It's going to affect all of us, people that need those programs. As your leader, as the state chair, I would be right in front of you telling you we need a message now because now he's pissing off people. And all the people that left our party, we want them back. Because I'm not going back. Do you remember? Who taught us that? Kamala. I'm not going back. So we got to keep that in our mind. And remember, she stand for us. Even though she's not there, let's continue her vision. Her vision is what she was going to lead us to a better tomorrow. Now we're trying to go back. We're not going to go back. And I promise you, if I am elected as your next chair, what you see is what you get, me. And I do work. Because one of my contracts that I have in Santa Fe with the city, and we have several, and we have federal ones, I pick up the shopping carts. And you know what? That's the best job I could ever have, ever, in my whole entire life. And I'm so proud every day I go out there to go get those shopping carts when I have the time, that I wave to people, I talk to people, and I'm right there at ground zero. So I know what's going on. So come on, guys. Let's all get together and let's don't go back. Let's continue our mission, what Kamala told us. We're going to go ahead. We're going to fight for what we believe in. And what do we believe in? The Democratic Party. And we need to stay strong. We cannot get weak because we have to pull everybody forward, not backwards. So if you believe in Letitia Montoya, I ask you from the bottom of my heart to vote for me. Thank you.